Hey y'all, and welcome back. My name is Naz.
I'm Ronnie.
And we are New Girls on the Block. So this week we're going to be revisiting an old topic, and that is our Reddit confessions.
Yes.
We pulled up some really good topics.
It's an oldie but a fave.
Yeah, for real. I feel like this is one of our best topics. Just to, hear some of you guys' like wildest stories, and then find like people who really like would confess something crazy, and we just came across some real crazy ones.
Yeah, this about to be a crazy episode.
Yeah, for real, me
too.
Yeah, for sure. So, if you want to start.
Yes, so I'm going to start off with something. I think this person is a hater, but we about to get into it. It says, people that don't date for marriage genuinely disgust me. Sir or ma'am, you're a hater.
Yeah, but okay, let's get into it. Yeah.
I just don't understand how two people could be together, say they love each other, while knowing they'll split eventually. That's some hater shit. But okay, that's seriously insane to me. The worst part is that this is how most people think, a large majority. It just feels so fucked up to me that they get sad when it ends, like they didn't know that's how it was gonna go. Who hurt you?
Yeah, they sound like
you're protecting.
Yeah, for sure. Cause what? First of all, not everybody even wants to get married. Yeah. So if somebody wants to date somebody and don't want to be married, how is that a fault?
And then you can date and people find life partners. You don't necessarily have to get married.
Exactly.
People, it's not like somebody broke up with her and she thought it was about to last forever.
Yeah.
She got her feelings hurt.
That's what it sounds like, because any other thing that's like crazy. Why are you hating so much?
Suitable at, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
True, they didn't
But whoever you are, seek help.
Yeah.
You're gonna be alright. You're gonna live to see another day.
Exactly. And maybe you'll find somebody who's dating to marriage that's for you too.
Just find somebody. That's what people gotta do. They gotta find people who want the same things.
Yeah.
Find somebody who like you for you, who wanna get married, and who's not about to hurt your feelings. So
exactly. Yeah. That's it. Find who gonna treat you the way you want to be treated. Yeah. I guess.
But
still
don't be a hater. That's our main advice. Don't be a hater. You ain't gonna. Nobody wanna go fuck with you.
Yeah, if you're a hater, I'm not. Me neither. I don't like haters.
Okay, you got one?
Yeah, so this one, it says 30 male, never had sex before. I'm 30 years old and I have never had sex with a woman. I was in a 9-year long relationship with a girl who didn't want to have sex. But I didn't leave her because I have such a hard time meeting other women. That's okay. Well, let me finish. It's like I'm invisible or not good looking enough for anyone to want to date me, let alone sleep with me. So, number one of what I got from that is this man is major insecure.
Yeah.
Because to just say you're not good looking enough for what?
And how is it hard to meet people? It's hard to a certain extent as you get older to meet people.
Yeah.
But you could literally go to a grocery store and talk to the clerk. Like you could
spark conversation with anybody.
You could spark conversation with people in your everyday life.
And even dating apps, so
yeah, you better get on hands.
For real, Tinder.
You okay?
Yeah, all of it.
But if you black.
Yeah, I don't know what this person is. Yeah. But if you black, get on me, okay? Yeah. But I just feel like, and I feel like that's something weird. Okay, so say that if your partner who you was with for 9 years said they didn't want to have sex, is that a deal breaker for you?
Yeah, to me, sex is important in a relationship, and that's something I need to be happy. Yeah. And I just think it's just unless you just happy with me just being with somebody else.
True. Cause I feel like that's a compromise.
Yeah.
If
and
you
I can still be your companion. I got a lot of love to give you. So I could be your companion. We could go out. We could go out to dinner. You do everything a boyfriend do, and we don't have to have sex.
Yeah, but I'm getting somewhere else.
Yeah, and I'm still getting the girlfriend treatment over there too.
Yeah, might as well, right? Hey, that sounds like.
I think they just solved the place.
Yeah, that sounds like what that person would be the best one. But it's like
they winning.
But they're not because
that's the thing. I forgot we giving the other person advice.
That situation seems like they'll be winning. Yeah. But this person, I don't know. Like they seem like they're just too insecure.
You need to put yourself first.
Yeah.
I gotta put me first, Lucius.
Yeah, and then even like focus on your well-being and focus on your like your own mental, because that sounds like really like you got some
like therapy to go through.
Yeah, therapy would probably be good.
You gotta learn how to value yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're not happy with that, like if you want to have sex, you should be able to have sex and still be with somebody. And if somebody don't want to be with you, that's cool. They could be your friend.
Yeah, because
9 years. That's a whole decade of your life gone. No sex.
Yeah.
10 years. I would have been stressed out. I don't know what I would do.
Because like what type of bonding or connect? And I'm not saying like I feel like sex is an important thing, but it's not everything. But what type? 9 years? It just seems like I don't know.
The only way possible I'm saying with a man, he better be rich. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
You gotta have some money for me to just give up that part and just like I gotta be getting something out of that. I feel like you would be taking something from me.
Yeah, that is.
And if you really care about somebody, she didn't care about you?
No, she must not.
Or they didn't care about you, whoever it was. They did not care about you. Because why wouldn't they want to see you happy?
Yeah, or like how the first scenario, I feel like if a person didn't want it and didn't want to do it, and that little look, he's like, is he sure that she wasn't like, maybe she was messing with somebody else?
Yeah, it's not like she was cheating.
Yeah, because how?
For 9 years?
Yeah, and they didn't give no explanation like, oh, she was.
Yeah, like did something happen to her?
Yeah.
Like did she have some kind of trauma?
Yeah.
Or like what's going on? I need a part 2. I need
more substance. Maybe
because it just don't make no sense.
Yeah, I wish I didn't screen. I should have looked at the comments because maybe it was some like
response.
But the only way would be if she had like trauma, but she shouldn't be selfish enough to not let him
she needs to go get help.
Yeah,
if that's the case, because hell no.
No.
It couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me in a 9-year relationship and not getting nothing out of it. Not saying like that, but.
Nah. I'm losing.
Yeah, Lord.
I could be alone and not have sex.
True. What do I need? Like, unless they paying all, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be doing something else. So really good, because baby. Yeah. I can do that all by myself. For real.
Yeah, that story is crazy. But do you have another?
Yes. Okay. This one might be wrong, but it feels so right.
That already sounds crazy.
It's already a hot mess. My sexy female 19-year-old cousin has been trying to get with me, a male 18-year-old. I wonder what they look like.
Yeah.
And I think I might go through with it. I'm not from Alabama.
He says that.
And I know, they specified that. We're not from Alabama, and I don't crush on any other of my cousins. The thing is, I moved in with her family when I was 13 and going through puberty, and seeing her daily made me feel so hot. Oh my God. It drove me wild. Well, when we were alone recently and some alcohol was involved, she kissed me and climbed on top of me and told me she's had a crush on me too. We got interrupted, but she now says that she wants to continue. I know we would have to keep it a secret and use protection, but it's just been a lifelong fantasy of mine. I need some advice.
Okay.
Sweet home Alabama.
For real, that's what it sounded like. The advice would be get some help. Seek help, both of y'all. Because what?
It's so many people in the world. Why do you want to have sex with your
cousin? Like it's so many people who have no relations to you whatsoever. Seek them. Like
you sound like Kevin Gates, bro.
Oh, I forgot he said some weird stuff. What did he say again?
He said he found out he was having sex with his cousin, but by that time he found out the pussy was good, so he kept doing it. And this sound like you, sir.
Yeah, that is like, I can't even.
Like, what if y'all slip up and have a baby? Y'all kids gonna be cousins and brothers and sisters.
That's so nasty.
Think about the kids.
Think about
the kids.
I don't know, like, how do your mind go to that? Like, I'm just going, hey.
Kids come out with 9 fingers.
Ooh.
Sheesh.
No.
Are y'all first cousins? Probably, huh?
They were living together.
Yeah.
It said that they brought him in when he was 13.
And your
she was
first
14.
That's too close to being siblings.
Way too close. That's that's basic. I feel like in Black culture, cousins is basically like siblings.
I mean, because if a lot of it's like if you had a baby with the same person Jacquees had a baby with, I know it sounds weird.
No.
Y'all baby would come out looking similar. Because you have the same DNA. You have 50% your dad and 50% your mom.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that is weird.
That's very weird. So,
and see how disgusting that is?
Yeah, I don't.
No shame, but shame. Nah, we gotta bring back shame 2023.
Because people get out of hand.
No fucking on y'all cousins, man.
No. We just gonna keep it at that. No reasoning, no nothing. Don't do that.
Like, no.
That's not right.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's enough for me.
No for me.
It's enough for me. Okay, you got another one?
Yes, let's see. This one. Okay, it's a little explicit, y'all.
Okay.
This one says, female 20, squirting on my friend's pillow. I feel so guilty. But also get so horny remembering this. I had a sleepover with one of my best friends and she let me take her bed while she slept on the sofa. I was so horny and wet and so desperately needed relief. I don't know what drove me to do it, but I straddled her pillow after taking my panties off and started grinding my soft pussy against them. I love humping my pillows at home, but the naughtiestness of this maid is so much hotter. I began fingering my ass and ended up squirting all over her pillows. Okay. I didn't know what to do, so I put them on the floor to dry and went to sleep. In the morning, I put them back on her bed and acted like nothing happened. When I went back a few rounds. Wait, what? When I went back round. Oh, okay, I guess a country or something. When I went back round a few days later, her pillow still smelled like pussy.
There's real tears in my eyes right now.
If I was his friend, and I would have to fight her. It would have to be like on site, like, girl, don't ever in your life think you coming to my house again. Like, that's the sickest thing. Girl. Okay, you should, first of all.
Oh my god.
That should have been. So we back with it. The camera, like that, even the camera couldn't take
the camera had to take a break.
Yeah.
Because they needed 15.
Yeah, so we had to like run it back. But this story is nuts. I'm disgusted and appalled.
That's crazy.
Girl should be ashamed of herself.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I don't even know what to say. Like,
yeah, it's like that's just.
You need your ass beat.
Yeah, simple as that. Cause what? That's
go home with that, Roger. Like, I
feel like it's so disrespectful too. Like, if you had any respect for your friend, girl.
And then she went back and smelled the pillow.
Yeah.
And it's like they still smell like, girl, what? You could at least came back and snuck in some brand new pillows. They would be like $4
exactly.
Like, if you don't give me some new pillows, like, girl, what the fuck? You need to get a new bed. Like,
yeah.
Girl.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't even be able to be her friend ever again after that. Like,
911 emergency. Like, it would be that or 911, we have an emergency. I just killed somebody. Like,
either
that's
or.
nasty.
Because, girl, what? She need to be in jail.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like,
my advice. Put her in jail, throw her a key, because, girl, that's nasty as hell.
Don't ever.
Ew.
I'm like, I'm so disgusted. Yeah, like, did anybody teach you class? Because that's not it. So next story. That was a lot.
That was a lot. So the next one, this one kind of messy. So, and I love to get a little mess. So, my father cheated on my mother again. How do I talk my mother into getting a divorce? First of all, if you found out that one of your parents was cheating on the other parent, would you go to that parent and tell them?
I don't know. I just feel like, especially because I'm thinking of me as a kid. Me as an adult, yes, but me as a kid, I would just be like,
what if you were 16?
16. I don't know. I'll kind of be like, dang it, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I would tell them because I feel like I would be like, this is like totally not my business or not my place to say something like this because I wouldn't know how the person would, like, how my parent would take it, like what they want me to tell them. What if I do and then nothing happened and they say?
If the family had called him before?
Oh, yeah. If they called him before, I would.
It's a go?
Or him or her because, you know, you have to say the man.
Yeah.
Maybe the girl could cheat. But if
you
they
hear that,
called
Mama?
Maybe. I don't know none of their business, but still, I don't want to put it no gender roles
to
it. But yeah, I think I would really, if it happened twice, yeah, but if it happened once, I don't want to be the person to
deliver that news.
Yeah, it seems like
understandable.
Like it's not really my place as a child. Cause it's like, yeah, like what if your parent, like they still stay with them and it's like you have that note and you told them and they still stay. It's like then it's like you always have to think about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you think like, dang, if you see your mom or your dad stay with the person they were with, and then later on they found out, would you feel like, damn, maybe I would have told them earlier?
Oh, that's too much. I don't know.
Too much stress for
yeah, for a kid. Like I gotta live my own life and I gotta worry about this. Nah.
I gotta take these SATs. I can
for real. That's crazy. But I wonder if it says their age. Oh, well, you could go out because we can say the story.
Yeah, but that's a good example why people shouldn't also share their issues with their kids.
Yes.
Because look, even that sent you into a frenzy with you just finding out by yourself. But imagine a parent putting your kid in that on purpose and making them have an opinion.
Not good.
No bueno. So I am from a South Asian family. My mother and father have 3 daughters, and one of us already married and also have a child. Me and my elder sister were already aware of my father's affairs. However, 5 years back, my family found out about his affairs. My mother gave him another chance to improve himself, but my dad is a serial cheater. Recently, me and my sister, the middle child, found out that he was cheating on my mom again. Divorce is a very sensitive topic for my mother because she does not have her own family. They died when she was younger. My father is a psychology graduate and he knows how to trick people.
Yeah.
Ooh, human behavior and manipulation. How do I talk to my mother about the idea of divorce? That's
a totally different story. Because if he's a serial cheater and he's been doing this...
And he sounds like a master manipulator. He's literally a psychology teacher.
Yeah.
Like what?
No, he is bad news. I feel like that's the point where I would be like, are you nuts? Like, you see this man?
Yeah.
You see what he doing? I don't care if he is my dad. Like,
Get
no.
rocks, yeah.
I would talk to them about that. Like, I feel like, and it just sucks because I feel like some people, and it sucks that they bring their kids into that, but some people are like not mentally mature.
Yeah.
Mature enough for stuff like that, or they're not like insecure and stuff. Like, and imagine that, like, as a parent and your child is seeing you take, like, I don't know, that's like crazy.
It's like a level of like pure disrespect.
Yeah, and it's like you as a child have to watch your parent
and be involved with that, and then
that seems too much. It seems like the mama needs some therapy.
And then especially if they were kids, it sounds like they're adults now or older, but if they were kids and they did be put in that situation, they might feel like, oh, I told my mom, it's my fault that they get a divorce or something. Like,
see, that's too much.
It's just too much.
And I feel bad for like, and that's why everybody shouldn't have kids.
Yeah, it sounds like the dad is a hot mess. It sounds like the mom may be better off at this point leaving the dad. Maybe
definitely.
If she raised these kids, he probably gonna have to take care of her, pay some spousal support, some child support.
And it did say South Asian, but I don't know, like, I know South Asian is
like Vietnam, Thailand.
I think Laos. India is South Asian too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the customs with that type of family is different, because personally, I'll be out the door. It wouldn't be no serial cheating, and I'm just like leading my kids on to see me go through something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's a normal relationship.
Right.
And that's basically ruin their lives. I feel like that's something that would really like make them think that this is how a man should treat a woman.
And the sons could create a cycle, and it just and the daughters feeling like this is how they should be treated by men, you know?
That's sad. No way. The mama need to run and the kids need to run.
It's crazy because a lot of times in those situations, I feel like the women might not have, if they stayed at home and raised the kids, they might not have the work experience to get a job or the education background, credentials.
That's sad.
But hopefully she does, and she's able to, like, you know, do her own thing.
Yeah.
And get out of there. But
for real.
That's always a sticky situation.
I know. That is, like, really crazy. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I will move on to something a little bit lighter.
Okay.
I guess it's a little lighter. But this one says, would women date a bisexual man? As a man who is bisexual, although heteromanic, I'm only romantically interested in the opposite sex. Would any woman be okay with dating a bisexual man? Because I would like to have sex with men. No, I do like to have sex with men. I would like to visit strip clubs, male and female, but I can only see myself loving a woman. I am mostly sexually attracted to women.
I'm sorry to say they sound confused.
Yeah.
Because at first I feel like they said they're mostly attracted to men, but romantically attracted to women and sexually attracted to men. So I feel like
they want to have sex with. Yeah, for real.
Women, or do you just like don't want to? You just want to fuck on men and date women?
I think that's what he kind of talking about, but.
If that's the case, why don't they use the strap on?
Yeah,
if you don't want to have any relationships with a man outside of sex, can't you kind of get the same thing?
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. But that seems like
be harder to find a woman who want to do it. Maybe.
I think a lot of women are like, well, from what I like be seeing and stuff online, it seems like
strap-ons.
You don't think a lot of women are more? Personally, no.
I never dated a guy who would let me put a strap on them.
I heard of stories.
I know it happens. You know somebody in real life?
Yeah. No, I know of a guy who got pegged by another woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but and I feel like he was on the down low though. He for sure.
Okay, I'm like, I guess I'm not gay if you do it with a woman. I don't know. But if you're doing it like, I don't know, if you have if you get pegged but you never have actual intimate sex with another man, are you gay?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't want to generalize because people have like different.
But what do you think?
I wouldn't want to date anybody who wants to get. Personally, I wouldn't want to date anybody who's like, yeah, this is what gets me off. I want you to be. That just seems like so.
Out of this world.
Yeah, and like. I don't know, like, as a.
But if you know for a fact that they never did it with a man, it would still be like.
No, it'd be like, why would you want that? I don't know. I'll just be
like, I want you to love me.
Personally, no. I'm gonna kind of like leave it at that. Just me. No, I don't think I could. What about you?
No, I don't like to be like a dominant person. And
yeah,
I
not
like,
that either.
I feel like I wouldn't want to demasculate anybody.
That's what I was just about to say. It seems like
and I feel like I'm not into that, and I would just like, I don't know, like, it's just not my. I don't judge anybody else who do it, and I don't necessarily think it makes you gay if you just do it with a woman. Yeah. But it's just not my cup of tea because I don't want to do that to another person. Yeah. I don't want to do that to another woman.
Yeah, that's like, it. That whole.
I just don't want to pay nobody.
Yeah, that whole idea of that is something that's not for me.
And if you were into that, I will, like, when I'm with somebody, I would want to like fulfill what they really want to fulfill and vice versa. Yeah. But if I can't fulfill that for you, it's not fair for you to be with me. Yeah, you gotta be with somebody who's gonna fulfill that for you. True. Because you're never gonna get it from me. Yeah. And,
same.
I want everybody to be happy, and I can't.
Yeah. Sexually. And I feel like that would be like if that's what, hey, because I feel like after that, if somebody tell me something like that, it's like, yeah, I'm not the one for you. Yeah. I feel like that will make it to be like I'm not the one for you because I'm not. That's not what I'm about to do.
You're not into that.
No. So yeah, I would never. Well, okay. But his question is, would women date a bisexual man?
So you said no?
I don't think so.
No.
I just feel like the only person, and I think I said this before on the podcast, the only person would be Frank Ocean.
Is there somebody who's bisexual who I would date? Maybe Barack Obama.
Girl, what? Do you know something that I don't know?
Nah, but
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Maybe Brent.
I'm sorry.
The two B's, Barack or Brent. I'm gonna go with Brent.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you did say that he probably most likely is on down low. Oh my goodness, I'm like tearing up. Okay. Okay, yeah. Mine would just be Frank Ocean. Other than that, sorry y'all. I'm not the one. I would not be the one because that's kind of like, I don't know. It just seems like
not your tea.
Yeah, not my tea.
Okay, this one I'm telling y'all, come up with the shade today, y'all. Mm-hmm. So this one is titled I hate my fat mom. Sheesh. Okay. I'm 15 with a single mom. She's huge. I hate to say it because my whole family is, but 3 people, including myself. I don't need any advice or anyone to tell me to appreciate my mom. I just want to get this off my chest. All she wants to do is sit on the couch, sleep, and eat. Damn. Okay. She never wants to do anything or does anything she's supposed to. It's not fair. She was supposed to do my hair, but she fell asleep on the couch. Mom.
Come on.
I told her earlier she shouldn't do it before she gets tired. She should do it before she gets tired, and she yelled at me and told me to sit down. Now she's asleep. Just like I knew she would be. Damn. Now, she told me she was going to take me to the pet store, but she said she forgot. Even though I know she didn't forget, she just wanted to go home because she could eat. I can't play. I just wanted to go home. She just wanted to go home so she could eat. I can't play with her. We don't go on walks or anything. She's just so fat. It's just fucking. She just. Girl, why are you dragging your mama like this?
Oh my gosh, for real though? Like, she is going in.
Girl. She's so fat and it's just so fucking ew. I don't know what to do.
Yes. I'm in tears. That one was too crazy.
Girl, why you drag your mom like that?
Yeah, why?
She ain't never needed that much just vitriol and hate.
Yeah, that was.
She just went in. She ate her mama up.
She really
She
did.
just ate her mom up. Girl.
She was tired. Tired of getting played by her mom. But I mean,
I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel you, because like damn, your mom keep forgetting she sound lazy.
Yeah, forgetting like.
But
dang,
girl.
she went in. But low key, I'm like, hey, girl, I feel it.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah, but she did go a little too hard. But I feel like as a parent, she not doing her parental duties.
Girl, your mama's sick. She probably is. She probably got the sugar. She probably got diabetes.
Oh.
But anyways, let me not diagnose because I ain't no doctor. I don't know what I'm going through. But
she could just be lazy, or she could be depressed.
Yeah, your mom might need some help. She might need some, like, if you are one of the people in your family that is not overweight or severely, like, you know, not in the best health situation with your body, maybe you should teach your mama how to be a smart eater. Maybe she just doesn't know. Maybe there's something going on. Maybe there's some kind of underlying reason why she is having low energy and not wanting to do as much and just wants to eat. Because I feel like if she could, she would. So,
but some people do be lazy, and some people do really just be like not doing what they. I don't know. I feel like it could be either or because we don't really know the mama situation or not. But from what she's saying, it just seems not right.
She says she's so fucking ew.
And I don't know how old the girl is either.
She says she's 13.
Oh, okay.
You ate your mama up like that.
Dang.
She gonna be reading the girls down by 17.
For real.
But yeah, back to your mom. Get help with her. Like maybe I just ask her, Mom, can we go on a walk? I'm sure she probably asked her though. It's not like she fed up on her final straw.
Yeah, dude. It sounds like she like
what would I do? I'll probably be irritated too if you write it on Reddit.
Yeah, for real. I feel like I don't know. It's really not because we don't know how her mama would take any because she could be like.
All I can do is tell you to try to motivate your mom and do stuff with her that's gonna align with her being healthy and maybe losing weight and getting more energy. Maybe have an intervention.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure if she knew how this made you feel, she would want to change it, especially if you're only 13. Parents usually want to see their kids happy, so maybe if you try to talk to her and generally show her how it's making you feel inside, she would try to do the changes. Because it's probably hard for her to change.
True.
I feel like because it can't be as easy, like people be like severely overweight, and I feel like okay, if it was easy,
everybody would do it.
Yeah, but sometimes you get too far and then your mental health and other stuff. But you can't always make excuses for yourself either. You gotta get your ass up and work. What did Kim Kardashian say? Nobody wants to work these days. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work these days. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just needs to maybe try to motivate If that doesn't work, then hey, you just gotta rough it out and then learn how to do your own hair.
Yeah, be your own friends. Go find some other friends.
Yeah, find somebody else who know how to do hair, and then maybe you could like.
Yeah, find an auntie.
Yeah, cause and then that's the best you could do.
And you gotta learn how to accept people too, cause if that's who your mom chooses to be, you gonna have to make a decision to love her for who she is, or help her to be the person you want her to be.
True.
That's it, and that's all. Like.
Yeah.
You gotta be accepting, and if you don't accept the person and you really feel like it's affecting their health, it's make a move, try to help them.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate that you're 13, but girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking of is like 13 and having to like, I don't know, just like kind of like fend for yourself already. Because if she's really not doing what she's supposed to be doing as a parent, you know, taking care of her and stuff like that, then it's like, I don't know. But yeah.
So that leads me to the question: do you think you should be able to call CPS on obese parents?
Well, it depends. I feel like it depends on how far it go. Like with her, I feel like if she is really not doing what she's supposed to be doing as a parent, she should get CPS called on her. No, and actually no. Because I don't really believe in CPS. I don't believe that they be doing better for the kids. So I don't know.
Sarah wants to separate families.
I don't. I take it back. I take it back. I don't want to separate nobody from their family. But if the
or do you think that could be a form of abuse? Because I do. Mm-hmm. I think that when people don't have the most healthy eating standards, and especially, I know some people don't have access to healthcare, but if you've been told and you choose to make that decision for yourself to still eat in a very unhealthy way where it just negatively affects your body and your life, your everyday life, and then you have a kid, and you have this kid 5 with heart conditions or obesity or something like that. I don't think that's fair to the kid. I think that's like low-key abuse, because like you're not giving a kid the fair chance at a healthy life. Yeah, and that's not fair to them.
I totally agree. I feel like that's different.
Bad habits.
Yeah, very bad habits, and like setting it up for even like in school and stuff, and not saying like people are bullies and stuff, and not saying that that's right, but kids are gonna be a bully, and kids are mean. They very, very much are mean.
They gonna come up to your kid and be like, "Hey kid, why are you fat?"
Yeah, and then like you don't. I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't want my kid to. And not saying they have to be conformed to whatever society, but still being like healthy. That. Yeah. It's just about being healthy, really.
My kid gonna be a wolf. I'm trying to have my kid be a bully. I'm just playing. Girl! JK.
She's trying to raise the bullies. JK. No bullying, y'all.
Yeah, say that's bullying.
For real. Because bully's crazy.
Yeah. Bullies are losers.
Yeah, but most of the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my kids to be unhealthy. Just even if they was homeschooled, I wouldn't want my kid to go through having to go to extra doctor's appointment, having to just like, you know, and just live in a not comfortable in their own skin. Yeah. Like, that's the whole thing.
Yes. And even like it leads to asthma and like trouble breathing, like heart problem. Like I would never want my kid to go through that. Like that's crazy. Why are you doing that?
Imagine your kid sound like a French bulldog.
That's so I would cry. Like ain't no way. I could not. I would love my kid more than that.
And it's not like, it's like some kids are like, not every kid's gonna be tiny. Some kids are gonna be a little chubbier, and it's okay to be but like when you can tell that a kid is just like severely like obese at a young age, and it's due to their parents, and their parents you could tell live in the same kind of lifestyle. I think that should be looked at, because it's not fair to the kid.
I totally agree.
Okay, so
I think is it? Oh yeah, it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to do one more each?
Or
do we have one
more? We could have 2 more.
Okay, for sure.
So this one, it says, sometimes I wish I was having the same sex as my husband. Even since we've been together, I've always been the one initiating sex. I start with giving him a blowjob, and then we have sex. It's good, but he gets to have a massive orgasm, and well, I don't. The sex is good, but he doesn't make me orgasm. I get close, but never fully there. I think I've been faking so well that, to me, when I say I had an orgasm to make him feel better, I truly believe it. He never goes down on me.
Yeah.
Never gets anything started. I've tried not initiating, and we were basically laying in bed naked, laughing awkwardly because neither would initiate. So obviously, I'd get down on my knees and suck him. Most of the time, I love doing it, being a giver and feeling like his personal little slut. It's hot, but other times it gets me fed up, like today. I asked him to grab my boobs, and he made it so weird. Didn't even grab them. It was just a little pat. What the F? What the F is wrong with this man?
It's a good shit, yeah.
I want to be manhandled. I want him to devour my pussy and put his entire face between my breasts. I want to feel craved. I'm getting so tired of not getting the same type of action as him. And that's the story.
Hey, Susan, it sounds like he's not the man for you.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't sound like he's very into her.
Yeah, cause what?
And that's her husband?
Yeah.
The thrill is gone.
Ooh. But it said never, like, since they've been together.
And then that's the thing. It's okay to be a giver, but if she's pretending to orgasm, how is he supposed to know? He thinks she getting pleased.
Yeah.
You gotta tell that man, Susan.
Yeah, and okay, that's advice for this. If y'all are not satisfied in your relationship, y'all should let the person know. It's no having feelings like, oh, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna do this because I don't want to hurt their feelings. No, and then you just continuously doing it, like.
Would y'all go to the nail shop and pay to get your nails done and leave with your nails messed up? No.
Over and over
and keep
again?
going back to the same person that mess up your nails every time? No, you would not.
No.
So why are y'all doing this? With your own bodies, playing with yourself.
Yeah. And a husband, like, girl,
that's your forever boo. Like, you gotta tell him, if you can't be real with your husband, who can you be real with?
Exactly. Like, that's so crazy. I could never. Like, I'm not about to sit here and fake stuff just for the pleasure of them, and they're not even giving me nothing back out of it.
And I feel like once you married, that's when you're supposed to be able to just do whatever. Like,
yeah.
And you're supposed to, like, you know, have a genuinely, like, y'all supposed to be on the same page about making each other happy.
Yeah.
So maybe you need to talk to him about him stepping his game up, because at the end of the day, it's 2023, baby. You better, if what one man won't do, another man will.
Yep, simple as that. Because girl, no, don't put up with that.
Serious is
I'm so serious because I hate that idea. And I feel like a lot of women do that. Yeah, and just like, oh, I'm just gonna, hey, it's cool. He could do whatever, and I'll just be cool about it. Like, why not speak up? Why not say what you really want? And then it'll make things better for the both of y'all. Because then it's like, okay. He'll probably be like, okay, I could. But she said he'd never go down.
I know I had one boy who tried not to do that. We did not last long. Because what the fuck?
What type of sense?
What the fool?
When
I was younger, I used to think I didn't like it because I feel like people were doing it wrong. But when somebody did it right, I was just like, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That became center. And like, when I look like, why are you going down every time and he not doing like?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy, girl. Stand up.
Yeah, stand up. Cause when you think about that, she'd probably be like, damn, another night.
Yeah.
Like, girl, if you wanna say something to that man,
cause that's crazy. I would never.
And who knows? He might think she didn't even like it.
True. Cause she faked.
He might love doing it.
He just might.
And it's like, you might be making him insecure.
See? We need to know both sides of the story.
It's both sides of every story.
Yeah, because what? Yeah, that's just crazy. No.
Yeah.
She probably got some.
Better hit him with that. Oh, you see, my neck just cracked. You gotta hit him with that crack neck.
Yeah.
But not too much with the neck, because you're already doing that.
Yeah, a little too much with the neck.
Actually,
still
keep that neck still.
For real.
You need to get him on the swivel, because,
Yeah, girl.
Reparations. It's Women's History Month.
For real. Stand up, girl.
Okay, so my next one is I found out wow. I got ready for this one, y'all. Okay. Found out my 14-year-old niece has sex with her German Shepherd.
Oh, here we go.
The 14-year-olds, they'll do it. My sister and her husband were away for the day and needed some tools from their garage. My niece was home alone, and I think she forgot that I was coming over to pick up the tools. I saw her through the back window doing it with her German Shepherd. I walked away under complete shock and still can't believe what I saw. I couldn't believe it either. I would be sick. I don't know what I'd do. I feel like I would literally, my stomach would be hurting. I know how her parents will react, and it's going to do more harm than good.
No.
They're going to beat that ass. I do feel I need to comfort her, not comfort her. I need to confront her about this, but how the hell do I even start? I really need some advice.
Okay, if you were in that situation, you walked up to the door and seen that going on, would you?
I felt like I wouldn't even walk away.
I wouldn't walk away.
I would get shocked, but I would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I feel like I would throw a sand, like, I would be in shock, I would go into anger. Cause I
would be so pissed off.
Like, you're disgusting, you're doing this to a dog. Like,
no. That's animal abuse.
That's rape.
That's rape, yeah.
That's like, if I walked in on a family member doing that to a human being, I can't just walk away.
Yeah, what? You're allowing that.
And then, if you haven't said nothing, who's to say the kid haven't did it again?
Exactly.
And
they probably
like,
used
what
to
is
that.
he doing? And where is the kid getting this from?
Yeah.
A 13-year-old just gonna be having sex with a dog? I ain't never thought to have sex with no damn dog. It's never crossed
that has
my mind.
never, ever.
I feel like they have to see something. Or do you think that could be an organic thought?
I have no idea. I have never thought that, so that's not something that's organic to me. That ain't natural. I feel like it has to be something not there if she's doing. It has to be like I don't know, something not.
Curiosity killed the cat, so she went and fucked the own dog.
Oof.
Ugh.
What? Okay.
Like a German Shepherd. You know they say the German Shepherd are white dogs, and you know who be doing this kind of shit.
See, no. Personally, I would have to bust down that door, cuss her out, call her parents. I wouldn't care if they go.
I feel like they would have. I would have. I'm sorry that day. Me and her parent gonna have to fight if they got a problem with it.
Yeah.
Cause you need your ass beat.
She does. She needs something.
And she needs to know that that's not right. Somebody needs to know about it. And they said the parents gonna have a bad reaction. I feel like the parents having the reaction they should have.
Yeah, for real. What?
Stopping their daughter from having sex with an animal. She could get sick. The animal could get sick. Like what?
I can't believe it.
Like. And then how do you have sex? As a niece, you're a girl, how do you have sex with a dog? Like, I'm confused.
I don't even want to know.
I am confused.
So, let me see. Okay, we have a little bit of percentage on the battery life, so we can kind of...
I was about to say, tell me y'all, but don't tell me.
Yeah, no. We already know the answer to this. This is... No.
It's just not natural.
Yeah. Whoever will be okay with this
what is that
should not be in our comments.
Bestiality?
To be honest.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
Under the law's eyes and under my eyes. That's just disgusting.
That's just, it's animal abuse. It's animal abuse.
It's more than abuse. It's like, you take it in.
No.
Okay, so you're going to go with your last one?
Yes, my last one is having small boobs has ruined my sex life and my chances of a relationship. My self-esteem is crushed and I'm completely exhausted and devastated. At 21, I've decided to give up on love and remain celibate. I'm not happy about this, but I would never be enough for a guy that's already a red flag. And I don't believe any guy can truly be attracted to me because of my boobs. I feel ugly, worthless, and inferior. I'm scared that people see me the exact same way. I've shut myself down. I'm afraid of men because of my prior experience. I've been body shamed by one guy because of my small boobs. I was with another guy who was extremely anxious about sex, and so nothing ever happened between us. I'm certain my boobs had a lot to do with that. And an ex-boyfriend who would want to watch porn of women with big boobs to finish. Everywhere I look, big boobs are worshipped and glorified, while small boobs are shunned and shamed. Why would any man want me? Why would any man be happy with me? It's just not possible. I've been robbed of my womanhood and fun sex life. And just a sex life in general. And love. I'm crushed. I hate this feature. I'm so ashamed.
There are so many layers to this.
So many layers. Because first of all, number one, girl, get it together. Like, why are you that insecure?
Stand up.
It's you projecting that mentality for people to be treating you this way.
But there's so many women who have smaller chests who are known as like beauty, some of the most beautiful women in the world. Like
slim, super slim, but beautiful.
The models of the 90s, like so many women, Bella Hadid.
Yes.
Like, girl, if you don't get on TikTok and find some inspo, get on Pinterest.
For real, like big
what
boobs
are you talking about?
is not everything. That shouldn't be the
There's
reason.
men who don't even care about boobs at all.
Exactly.
Only like butt.
Yeah.
There's men who like small boobs, there's men who like big boobs. Maybe it's the men that you're going after. Maybe you're getting people who are not truly attracted to you.
Yeah.
And maybe if you gave some time to people who are attracted to you, maybe you wouldn't be having those kind of issues.
And I truly feel like it all I feel like you really attract what you put out. And if you putting out hate to yourself, you're gonna attract somebody who gonna hate you.
Yeah. Because if you treat yourself like that, why would somebody else treat you better?
Yeah. So I feel like it all starts with a change of mindset, and for you to really truly love yourself, to be able to focus on, for somebody else to focus on loving you too. Cause girl, you just setting yourself up for failure. To be honest.
Agree.
So
love yourself.
Reprogram that brain to loving yourself first.
In the year 2023, there's women of all shapes, sizes. It's more inclusive in the world than it's ever been.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I can't think of a time that was more inclusive than right now.
Yeah.
So if this is your time, get on Instagram, get on Pinterest, get on social media, and see people who look different than you. We just did an episode on women taking out their implants. Like, girl, give it a few months. You're about to be the standard.
Exactly. And don't hate yourself. Like, that's it.
You're the prize.
Yeah.
You are a prize.
For real.
And people shouldn't love you just based off of your body.
Exactly.
Like, you should have somebody who actually loves you for the person you are and appreciates your body, and all that goes together. But if somebody doesn't want to date you or take you serious, or is not attracted to you because of the size of your chest, that's their loss. And you'll find somebody new. But you gotta love yourself first though.
Love yourself.
If you don't love you, nobody's gonna love you. Period.
Okay, that wraps up my story. Do you have one more? Or
no, I don't have any more.
Well, that wraps up our Reddit stories for
that
this.
Was fun.
I know.
I feel like it was a good range of different types of stories.
Yeah, for sure. Because we touched on some of the craziest
No fucking on your dog.
Ever.
No fucking on your cousins.
Nope.
And love yourself.
Number one.
Like, that's like the theme of this week.
That is. That's our bonus segment too.
Yeah. Don't sleep with dogs.
No.
Even if it's a German Shepherd.
Even if it's any animal, just don't be disgusting. Don't be dirty.
That's crazy.
It is.
Who looks at a dog and be like, yes.
A sicko. But
yeah, they need to get that girl some help.
Definitely.
Might end up in a serial killer.
True.
But anyways,
that wraps up our episode.
Yes, thank you for listening.
Yes, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe.
stream every week. We
Yes.
go live on Thursday, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you stream podcasts. And we have our visual podcast dropping every Saturday.
Woo!
Make sure y'all check out last week's episode.
Yes.
And make sure y'all check out this week's episode.
Period.
Yes, find us at New Girls on the Block on all platforms.
Yes, and thanks for watching, guys.
Yes, bye.